I'm Jennifer Angel, and this is my horoscope overview for you, Capricorn, for this coming week. So we're right in the Grand Cardinal Cross, even though the exact degree of the four planets of 13 degrees is not actually happening until next week. We're right in the middle of it. These next couple of weeks are going to be quite confronting, challenging in lots of ways. I mean, when you take into consideration that the Cardinal Cross, the Grand Cross itself, consists of 4 squares and 2 oppositions, then that in itself can be somewhat challenging. And for you, Capricorn being a cardinal sign, it's like just that every area of your life comes under this formation. So you have Pluto in your sign. Right opposite you there is Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, and that's in your area of relationships. So if you're not in a relationship and you haven't recently met someone, then that can happen over this time. So get yourself ready. If you're in a relationship, then certainly it can mean that some changes are coming up, and it might just mean that how you go about your relationship. There's also an aspect this week between Venus and Jupiter, and that indicates that you can learn something new and delve into sort of a deeper level of understanding or learning in some way through your relationships. So that's not a bad thing. So that's it's a short transit. Trine between Venus and Jupiter. It's one of the most beneficial transits ever, even though it is short. So that's going to be on the 16th of this week. So it does bring a little bit of a lighter vibration to what's happening in the overall chart. And of course, the other areas that are affecting is your work, your career, your solar 10th house. Now we've got Mars in this position, and this week, early in the week on the 15th, there's a lunar eclipse. So it's a full eclipse, it's a full moon, which can mean that if something is not working right in your area of business, then it can break down over this period to be built up again. So a lunar eclipse, I always feel, is like a make it or break it sort of period. And but if you're following your path and you're traveling along and doing what you're meant to be doing, then you can get by without a hiccup. So but it would be remiss of me not to let you know the possibilities of things that can happen over this time, so you can just prepare a little more. So, but when it is like a make it or break it period like this, it's like nothing is ever wasted, Capricorn. You really need to keep that in mind. And when one thing leaves your life, it creates a void, and the universe always fills a void, and it's going to fill it with something that's more suitable for you. So this whole phase and what's happening at the moment really can turn things upside down, but when it all falls back into place, it's going to fall back into place at the right time and in the right place. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that there's always another side to everything, and I like to point that out to you because at the end of the day, it's how your attitude about life which can really change your life. And you want to find, one of the things I often say, you want to find something in your life every single day that you can be grateful for. If you can find many, then all the better, but at least one thing that gives you joy and you can consciously, send out to God or the universe or the angels or who you relate to say thank you. And that alone can change the whole vibration, in your life. Of course, the other area that's caught up in this formation is your solar 4th house, all around your home and family, and of course, as I mentioned, right opposite you there of relationships. Now there is quite a lot of aspects this week to do with Mercury. Now Mercury is in that fourth house is also an area of self-nurturing. It's around your whole domestic scene, so there could be some communication that's going on in that area. You want to try not to do anything too rash, because it's almost like there's an opposition between Mercury and Mars as well. Mars in your career area, Mercury in your home area. Mars can really tempt you to, be rash, so you want to take a step back and think things through before you agree or disagree to anything. Okay, let's close off there. I'm way over my 3 minutes, so as a Capricorn, I try to give you a little bit more. So love and luck to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Jennifer Angel. Bye for now. We'll be talking about the ground cardinal cross a bit more next week. Bye.